New paperwork has been leaked in the Atlanta DA's office, revealing very concerning information on 4PF and Lil Baby. Similar to how YSL and Young Thug were raided and arrested for Rico charges, Lil Baby is now next on the list.
An in-depth investigation. Recent months, you've had 2 high-profile racketeering cases. There are going to be more.
Over the next 60 days, you'll see 2 more.
Now, shortly after she did this interview, paperwork was released revealing the next rap group that will be targeted by the Atlanta DA, known as Fani Willis. Fani Willis revealed 2 more rap groups that will be arrested under Rico charges that are both based in Atlanta. One group being from a top artist in the music game, and with the second being an average-sized artist who goes by the name of 22Gs. Now, with YSL already being taken down, according to DJ Akademiks, the streets are saying that Lil Baby and 4PF are next on the list. YSL and 4PF have been very close ties with each other's groups. Lil Baby and Young Thug are best friends and have been for many years. Young Thug even paid Lil Baby at the start of his music career to stay inside of the studio and off of the streets. They've had ties with each other for a while, and Lil Baby has been very quiet ever since the night of May 9th, when the famous YSL mansion housing the YSL kingpin Young Thug alongside 28 other members of YSL were raided and arrested on a 56-count indictment in Fulton County by Fani Willis. The 56-count grand jury indictment charges 28 members and associates of Young Slime Life, known as YSL, as Fani Willis, ever since becoming a DA, has been keeping a close eye on all rap groups in the Atlanta area. The indictment includes charges of conspiring to violate the racketeer, influence, and corrupt organizations, otherwise known as the Rico Act, alongside armed robbery charges and participation in criminal street activity. News TV captured this exclusive image and video of authorities taking in Young Thug into custody earlier on May 9th. Now, as described on the day of their arrests, prosecutors said that YSL is a criminal street team that started in late 2012 in the Cleveland Avenue area of Atlanta. YSL claims affiliation with the National Red. YSL's founders were Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, aka Slime, then Walter Murphy, aka DK, and Trontavious Stevens, aka Tick, as Young Thug is accused of renting a 2014 Infiniti Q50 sedan from Hertz, which was used in the commission of the passing of Donovan Thomas Jr., a rival street member, on January 10th in 2015. Now, just as you thought things couldn't get worse for Young Thug and Lil Baby, something very bad was announced at the next court hearing.
He's the one directing traffic. He is the one they're all afraid of. He's the one that's King Slime. He is the most dangerous of the 28, Judge. And I implore you not to grant him a bond. He is dangerous. If he gets a burner, Judge, and the court may know this, a lot of the communications that Mr. Williams is on FaceTime, because it's not traceable, it's not trackable. Judge, I will also say that we have taken proffers from fellow from Mr. Williams. Some are on this indictment, some are not. They have stated uniformly that Mr. Williams is dangerous. They are afraid of him, that if they cross him, he will them and their family. And they were very clear about that.
Concerns that this court has is danger to persons and to intimidate other witnesses and obstruct the administration of justice. So and for those reasons in the aggregate, I'm going to deny bond at this time.
Prosecutors revealed a few members of the 28 that were arrested are now creating proffer deals with the feds, giving them even more evidence and information on Young Thug in exchange for a lesser prison sentence for themselves. Ever since the snitching in the YSL case, 4PF has hit Atlanta DA's radar, making some people believe that members of YSL that are snitching on Young Thug also do work in 4PF. The Atlanta DA, Fani Willis, also also announced that Young Thug and his YSL associates are responsible for over 50 passings of rival street members. As the Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis spoke with the local Atlanta news station, adding the indictment reportedly includes allegations of 3 passings and dozens more. One passing has been identified as Donovan Thomas, as Young Thug is accused of renting the 2014 Infiniti Q50 sedan that was used in the Thomas passing. As they add, Thomas's passing is extremely significant. Willis said, "It occurred back in 2015, and what myself and any law enforcement member can tell you, as a result of the back and forth firearm use, many passings have occurred. There has probably been about 50 since 2015. This is from the back and forth between YSL versus other teams." Now, Young Thug is not accused of being the main person in these passings, as the rapper's lawyer Brian Steele is pushing back on all claims against his client, stating, "Mr. Williams has committed no violation of the law whatsoever." Steele told XXL in a statement last week, "We will fight this case ethically and legally. Mr. Williams will be cleared." This is where Lil Baby's name then gets brought in, with Young Thug having such close ties with Lil Baby, and with there allegedly being 50 passings in street activities. Maybe the Atlanta DA's office has found some sort of case where Lil Baby could have either been involved or been around in that area and near Young Thug when it happened. Now, with the serious allegations of Young Thug and YSL being responsible for 50 passings, there's zero chance of the YSL rapper being released on bond. Now, this is similar to other YSL member and very close and best friend of Lil Baby, known as Gunna, where this breaking news has just broke. Gunna, while behind bars until his trial, prosecutors are painting him as a key member in the YSL organization. The judge ultimately agreed, and Gunna's trial's date was reportedly set for next year. Journalist Jewel Wicker was present during the hearing in a follow-up, and she reported on the event saying, "A judge denied bond for Gunna and set his trial date for January 9th, 2023. She posted, "Prosecutors allege that YSL is a street team, not just a record label. They also allege that Gunna serves in a command role." In a follow-up tweet, she added, "Prosecutors said that Gunna is a documented team member and that he and Williams would direct their troops to commit acts." The judge said his biggest concern was witness tampering, as Gunna's attorney can file a renewed motion for bond at a later date. If you do keep a close eye in the music industry, you would know there is a very tight rap circle consisting of Gunna, Young Thug, and Lil Baby. This has been known that these three are very close and best friends. Who knows what they do outside of the music industry? But it seems as if the Atlanta DA knows exactly what they do. If Young Thug's group YSL is found guilty of 50 passings, Young Thug will be serving life inside of prison. Same with Gunna, as law enforcement will be going through Gunna's cell phone, laptops, and any devices that he owns to gain information to see if he's responsible for anything. If he's also found guilty, it will be life in prison, as DJ Akademiks also gave insight on what would happen to Lil Baby once he is arrested, stating that he doubts the 4PF rapper is on any sort of street stuff. The only thing Lil Baby goes after is music beats, as Lil Baby loves putting out projects very often, and from sources close to DJ Akademiks, they have told him that Baby has no sort of interest in anything street related. He's even stated multiple times in music, there's no money like money in the music industry. No matter how much street stuff you do, you will never make as much money as you can making music, especially for a rapper of Lil Baby's size. There's just no need for him to be doing anything street related. So while he might be arrested for Rico charges, as he is close ties with YSL, Gunna, and Young Thug, it doesn't mean that he'll be sentenced to any sort of time in prison. The Atlanta DA is just trying to make an impact on the Atlanta area to try to stop everything that's going on. It's been District Trending, and I'm out. Peace.